Hi, welcome back to New Day, New Way. I'm Anne-Marie. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, of course, welcome for the first time. Please feel free to surf around and take a look at what we do here. We're all about creating our best selves and our best lives. And I choose to do that through entrepreneurial education. So again, welcome, and please feel free to surf around. I would like for you to first, if you go ahead and subscribe for me and click like. That way I can keep coming back to you with content, and you'll be able to find me more easily and get notified if you ding the little bell when I post something that maybe you are interested in learning about. So today I'm going to talk about something to say. And I have something to say. I'm betting you do too. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. I'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. Did you have a second to think about what you have to say? Maybe you're wondering, what does she mean? What do I have to say? What is she talking about? Okay, well, we're online entrepreneurs, right? We all have something to say. We're either selling a product or a service. Okay, so that means we have hopefully potential customers that we need to speak to. What are we trying to say? Have you pinned down? I mean, you've pinned down your niche if you have, especially if you have a product to sell or a service. Are you trying to help people? What is it you're specifically trying to do? If you know exactly what it is you're trying to solve for the customer, what is the customer going to get from you? What are you doing or offering that's going to make this customer better off in their life? What are you solving? So once you understand what that is, then it comes to, what do you have to say? Okay, well, I think what you have to say is directly rooted in how passionate you are. Why do you need to say it? Why is it in here and it needs to come out? I'm a person who has a lot to say. I was born with a lot to say. My parents would tell you that. Even before I knew anything in life, I had a lot to say, because I would just tell you if I liked stuff, or didn't like stuff. So I've always had a lot to say. And stuff needs to come out because I think maybe somebody could benefit from it. Okay, is that what you're looking at? Is that what you're doing? Is it coming out of you, the things that you need to say because you just feel like this is going to help people? Well, sure, it's going to help you if you're selling a product or service. Yes, that's what the whole business means, is that you're supposed to make money from this. But when you are connecting with potential customers, what do you have to say? What is your bridge to them? Okay. One thing I have learned many, many years working with the public is that it is an art to be able to find something to connect with, something that connects you to almost anybody that's in front of you. Anybody that sits at my desk at work. Over the years, I've worked restaurants, different things. But if you have to have a conversation with these people about your service or about what their needs are, it's an art form to be able to connect with people you've never met. It's not easy to do. But I've found over the years that, and I'm, nothing any different from anybody else. Yeah, I'm special and unique, but I'm no better or no worse. But I found a way that I would say 99.6% of the time I'm able to connect with whoever's sitting across the table from me, no matter how old they are, no matter how young they are, where they're from, what their ethnicity is, doesn't make any difference to me. Who they are sitting across the table, I care about what their need is, and I care about whether I can solve that need, and how am I going to solve that need for them. Women or men, doesn't matter. You can connect with them on some level, right? So what you have to offer, okay, has to come out of you in a most authentic way. They first of all have to be able to sit down in front of you and not feel like they're being hosed, for lack of a better word. Well, I have a better word. I just like the word hosed. They need to feel like they're talking to a genuine person. Okay. So at some point during the conversation, they need to hear a little bit about you. They need to know a little bit about why they should trust you with their time, their money, whatever it is they're trusting you with. And so with internet marketing, you don't have that personal space, that personal conversation time, but you do have the opportunity, right, to come across in your most authentic way. the most authentic you. So you think about just all the BS aside, no fireworks and light shows and all this other stuff. You just sit down and you have a conversation. This is what I'm offering. This is why I think it's going to help you. This is why it helped me, or this is how it helped me. And this is why I think it's important for you to listen to what I have to say. It doesn't sound hard, does it? But it kind of is. And then you're going to backtrack a little bit more as you're figuring this out, because you're going to come to a point where even though you feel like, well, I'm pretty comfortable with who I am, pretty comfortable in my own skin, you're going to find that you are still going to have areas where you're not so comfortable, especially if you're attaching, some portion of video you're not used to seeing yourself, or maybe you're not someone who's really told your story a lot. Okay. Maybe you've told a version of your story. Now that's something I'm a master at. I tell a version of my story. And what I mean is not a lie. It's just edited. I tell people what I want them to know. Okay. Makes them feel at ease. This is in person. I've done this for years. I tell them what I think they should know with regard to whatever conversation we're having. And the rest is still personal. We all have these tactics that we use. So we're maybe not all completely comfortable in our own skin. Maybe that's why we're trying to grow and make ourselves a little bit better. I know it's a journey I've been on for some years now. And I find that my most authentic self, we want to be loved and accepted for who we are. And we don't even accept us for who we are. We don't accept ourselves exactly as is. And the reason for that is because we know we can be better. We want to be our most excellent self. We know we can be better. It's frustrating. Well, the hard cheese is, so you just take that and own it. Okay, yeah, so I need to change this, and I would really like to communicate better in this way. I would like to be more scheduled and be more proactive in my life, whatever it is that you feel like you need to improve on that will make you feel more motivated, more ready to rock and roll, as it were. So these are all things that are going to come into this process when you sit down and figure out what it is you want to say. So what do you have to say? It's something to think about. I can promise you the journey is interesting and exciting. We'll have more on this with regard to the journey and how we're improving ourselves. That's what my channel is about. We want to make our best selves so that we can enjoy our best lives. We want to stop attracting stuff that's not good for us and causing us stress and undue BS in our life. And we want to attract the things that light us up, that make us better, that move us forward, so that our lives can be fulfilling and not something that we feel like we need to get away from. Okay, so that's it for today. If you have any questions, anything that you'd like me to expand on, if you have anything to say at all, please feel free to comment. Otherwise, please don't forget to hit subscribe down at the left and hit the little bell so you'll know when I have another video. I appreciate you stopping by. Please feel free to peruse anything else on the channel and share with your friends. And I will see you back at New Day soon.